Spending millions of dollars just to customize supercars, buying an entire private island, and owning such an expensive house that hearing the price alone could make your head spin. These are just a few examples of the craziest expenses made by some of the world's richest YouTubers. Every month, they earn so much money that it seems they spend even more extravagantly than billionaires. For example, take a look at the thing you see beside the pool. According to Jake Paul, its price is double the cost of his entire house. Can you believe it? There are only 3 of these in the whole world, and Jake had to spend nearly $1.2 million to buy it. But if you think that statue of the astronaut is the most impressive part, then take a look at the entire house. Jake jokingly named this palace-like mansion Taj Paul. This 12,400 square foot compound includes 8 bedrooms, a guest house, a 6-car garage, and the largest TV in the entire neighborhood. The house is so huge that you'd practically need a map to navigate inside. And of course, such a royal lifestyle comes with a royal price. Jake had to spend around $16 million to buy this mansion, all of which he earned from his content.
Another member of the Paul family, Logan Paul, has pulled off an even bigger stunt. I'm talking about a prehistoric dinosaur, a triceratops skull that is around 66 million years old. Instead of being in a museum or with researchers, this thing is proudly displayed in Logan's living room. Its price? About $1.5 million. Speaking of dinosaurs, we have to mention Logan's obsession with Pokemon cards. Over the past few years, Logan has become absolutely crazy about collecting Pokemon cards. So much so that in 2022, he spent $3.5 million on a batch of cards that turned out to be fake. Yes, after spending millions, all he got were counterfeit cards. But even that didn't stop him. Just 6 months later, Logan bought the most valuable Pokemon card ever, the Pikachu Illustrator. This single piece of cardboard cost him $5.3 million, and Logan even wears it around his neck as a chain. While Logan is shaking the ground with his wild purchases, PewDiePie is soaring through the skies.
Felix Arvid, better known as PewDiePie, is someone who simply won't go anywhere if his beloved pet dog can't go with him. When the time came in 2022 for him to move permanently to Japan, a major problem appeared. PewDiePie's pug, Edgar, was so pampered that he had gained quite a bit of weight. So much that he could no longer travel on a commercial flight. A private jet was the only solution for him. And honestly, flying on a private jet became a real game changer for them. For this single flight, PewDiePie had to spend nearly $80,000. Hard to believe, right?
When the topic of huge expenses for ISOSpeed's pet came up, we should also talk a bit about ISOSpeed himself. The guy is completely crazy, so crazy that he once accidentally bought the most expensive item in the history of Roblox. Can you believe it? While playing the lottery game Eeny Meeny Miny Manimal with $220,000, he ended up purchasing this item. Of course, only someone with endless money or someone completely insane would do such a thing. But ISOSpeed actually went through with it, spending 1.8 million Robux. As a result, $220,000 boop disappeared from his bank account.
18 million Robux! $200,000 in my bank account! Oh my God, bro!
YouTuber JD once spent $110,000 to buy the most expensive pen in the world. And here's the funny part. The pen is actually very ordinary. For that much money, everyone expected it to be encrusted with diamonds or at least write on its own. But no, it was just a safe pen and it didn't even come with ink. Can you imagine that? Now let's see what YouTuber Unspeakable has done with his money. It's almost unbelievable. He wanted a house where he could shoot all of his videos, so he went ahead and bought a massive mega mansion. And not just any mansion in a fancy neighborhood, he built it on a private island. The guy is so rich that he even bought an entire resort. The interior of the house is nothing short of extravagant. 5 bedrooms, a games room, his own movie theater. But the real fun isn't just inside. Think about the outdoors. The garden surrounds an entire lake, and he can cruise around his own property in a jet ski whenever he wants. Of course, such luxury doesn't come cheap. Unspeakable spent nearly $2.9 million on this dream mansion. Unbelievable, right?
Who is KSI? The YouTuber and partner of Prime energy drink, KSI, known among his friends for his love of spending on flashy jewelry. Just making the nameplate alone cost him around $150,000. But he didn't stop there. He also bought a luxurious watch to match the chain. The watch is actually a Rolex day-date model encrusted with diamonds, originally designed as a factory set, costing nearly $200,000 just to tell the time. But even the combination of the watch and chain isn't his most prized possession. KSI also had a custom-made chain crafted for himself, shaped like the Lord Virus character from the Dragon Ball series, made of white gold and encrusted with diamonds. This unique chain alone cost him $500,000.
The popular YouTuber Marquise Brownlee is literally living the Gucci life. A luxury fashion brand had announced that they would release only 100 limited edition Gucci Xbox consoles. As soon as he heard the news, he didn't waste a moment and immediately ordered one for himself. As the host of one of YouTube's top channels, he is always ready to spend on the most extravagant and expensive gadgets on the market. For this special Xbox, Marquise Brownlee spent around $10,000. Just think about that.
Tech YouTuber Arun Maini, also known as Mr. Who's the Boss, once spent $180,000 on a single phone. In the world of technology, some gadgets can have sky-high prices, but nothing comes close to the Caviar Gold phone. This phone is so expensive that the website won't even charge the full amount at once. Due to banking restrictions, the payment can't be made in a single transaction. Receiving this phone is practically an adventure. It comes in a briefcase secured with a 6-digit lock. Inside the case, there is a gold-plated business card, an iPod, and the phone itself, a Samsung Galaxy S21 covered with 1 kilogram of gold. So much gold has been used that even the camera lenses on the back are completely covered and appear black. And if you're worried that the phone will become outdated next year, don't be. When a new model is released, this phone will automatically be replaced with the next version.
KSI reportedly spent several $1 million to buy an entire house just to store his extra belongings. In one of his streams, he even laughed and said, "I've bought my very first private house." You can imagine, he has so many random items that there's hardly any space to keep them all. He even had to buy a separate warehouse. On top of that, to satisfy his personal hobby, KSI spent $110,000 to buy an Iron Man suit. And it must be admitted, the features of this Iron Man armor are incredible. It has sound effects, lights up in the hands, and even shoots laser beams.
But nobody is as skilled at handling money as MrBeast.
Oh my God!
You can tell that he doesn't take anything lightly. Jimmy himself has said that producing each video costs almost as much as making a full-length movie. In other words, the budget for each video is around $250,000. But he doesn't just work, he also enjoys luxury. For leisure, he has spent $50,000 on first-class plane tickets or hundreds of thousands of dollars vacationing at expensive resorts. Sometimes, he even gives away whatever he wants to others for free. And these aren't ordinary gifts. We're talking private jets, private islands, and more. At this level, it seems he's no longer competing with ordinary YouTubers. He's going head-to-head with Netflix itself.